2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Yeah, beating young Morikawa seems to be one of the toughest challenges out on tour these days, but I'm certainly excited to see how this rivalry fares today. Currently 1 under for the day. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Big par saver coming up for this fella.
Looks good.
Oh, that's pure heart. Great fight to make that putt.
Nicely done. Well fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Going with the 8-iron here. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. 18 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
Just didn't drop. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. And let's have another look at that one. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical. And that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's tiny. This putt is for a sheriff second. Oh, so close. Putting for par. Nice stroke. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
How close was that to going down? 4 feet to the cup.
An important par save. Yep, tracking nicely.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. The par 4 seventh, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Okay, steady now. And that for par. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? And here we are with the 3rd shot.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
As we head to the back 9 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for a birdie.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
1 win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. That's a bit out of shape. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for 5th place. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Well hold. At -2, going along nicely today. This hole here is a par 4. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Looking really good. Well, what a lovely putt to make. To the top 5 he goes. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Getting ready to play their third. Just 2 shots behind.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
That was a little loose. Don't expect a good lie here. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the course with the live action. Oh, that one just missed the hole. This putt here for double bogey. Make sure you make this one. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
And that signs off on today's round. Well, Rich, that round reminded me of that old adage, early ripe, early rotten.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, well, he was born in the penthouse, but ended up in the...
PGA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hello, Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam. And Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Right now, he has not got the victory secured, but a good final round here could see him into the winner's circle.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's head out to the action. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
What a disappointment. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Not a bad line, this. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Yeah, you'll take that. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
This shot from 120 yards. Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
In the bunker, off the tee. Got to make up for a mistake. That's a bit unlucky. This one looks to be a tad wayward. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. He has this putt to save his par. That was a gallant attempt. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We have a par 3 on this one. That should set up another chance. Good opportunity coming up to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. As we head now to the par 5 next.
Look, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, this has been entertaining so far, hasn't it? The players behind their rival at the turn, but that's just temporarily. They got 9 more holes to go, some good opportunities on the back 9 to catch them. Let's see how this all ends up.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
This is on a stupendous line.
And sadly, that'll just be a bogey here. And that ensures that he's back to even par now. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
A chance to go under par here if you can just keep the bogeys off the card. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
9 feet to the cup. And down it goes. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Should find the green here.
I think he's got playing partner Colin Morikawa looking a little nervous after that shot.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Oh, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5.
These are on rails, looking good.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Oh, just missed that one. He's in a share of 5th position. There's always a sense of excitement striding onto the tee of a par 3 hole.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Currently at -4 overall.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
You got to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any.
This one headed left in a hurry.
And Rich, I just keep watching this name moving north on the leaderboard. They're pulling out all the stops right now.
I tell you what, they're getting an awful lot out of their round. If the leaders aren't careful, this player could catch them.
This player faces the final hole of the tournament, just 1 stroke off the lead. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Playing from around 240 yards. And only 1 off the pace here. Right into the water on that one. Well, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 68. It's tracked. That was an impressive round. The player got themselves into a position of tied for first, but now they've got that nervous weight in the clubhouse, Rich.
There's nothing worse as well. They've done what they can today. We'll have to wait and see how this all shakes out.
Rich, obviously close but no cigar, but you've just got to hand it to this player for making that final round charge.
It was impressive. From the very opening tee shot, this player was focusing on making birdies early and often.